So Fontaine might be the next Celestia. How exactly? Well, let me explain. So you see this Fontainian boss. I have removed my model from there to there so that you can read the whole text. If you cannot read anyway, I will help you. Let me read this for you. A large device designed by the late Edwin Eastinghouse. That's a name, holy fudge. Just call him Eatinghouse. So Edwin Eatinghouse. It has the ability to counteract the effects of gravity. According to the original design intentions, this was the first step in a plan to turn Fontaine into a city in the sky. So never again would the people have to worry about the waves that once swept over the land. Even if all 7 nations were to be swallowed by the deeps, the elegant court of Fontaine would float above it all, just like Celestia. Even the secrets of the universe would no longer seem so distant. The archaeum, what's that, in the device core has the characteristic of splitting or perception and can take matter or certain things outside of matter and separate them. It is said that this process can be reversed, but the Fontaine Research Institute is infatuated only with the physical effects it can produce. Lovely. Okay. Now, some might argue that originally it was the plan of Ningguang, but nope. Give my boys Fontainians some credits, alright? Because Liu is using that, I think Jade Chamber has that huge stone. I don't remember correctly because I played that quest like years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, okay? So I have zero idea about it, but they use this source or basically some sort of magical device, whereas they are basically using the power of humanity, okay? The power of science, baby, which we love to see because they can actually recreate that shit, and that's lovely, okay? Just imagine Fontaine just rising above the waters. The prophecy, what? If that was actually possible before Traveler even set foot on Fontaine, that would be lovely. Also, what I find weird is this, like a lot of people like actually pointed this shit out. So Fontaine is basically like a little bit lifted nation, you can say. So their, what do we call it, land level or sea level, sea surface level is like is equal to where most of the nations have their normal land. So if I like Fontaine is supposed to be drowned, the rest of the nations will be more drowned. So what the fudge is going on here? The distribution just does not make any sense. So if like Fontaine is supposed to be flooded, when it was flooded, we saw in a cutscene. So while it was flooded, the whole nation, every single nation out there should have been flooded, logically speaking, unless the water was just like filling up before it was possible. I have zero idea how they actually pulled it off, or there are like some sort of borders or something, like it was only Fontaine that was drowning, the waters were raising, there was like some sort of boundary or some shit, like like imagine Paimon just screaming at water droplets. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? That shit will be so peak, I love it. So yeah, it would be cool if like I play Genshin Impact in like what, 30 or 40 years and I see Fontaine just floating above the sky with Celestia, or Celestia might just throw a nail at them because they still have one in their arsenal.